If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wynette, and I'm joined now by Dr. George McArdle and Kelly Johnson of Jannie's Hope. We are so excited to have you back with us. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Dr. George.
We're happy to be here.
We're going to start with you.
Sure.
Talk a little bit about Jannie's Hope. How did you start it? Why did you start it?
Okay. Well, Jannie's Hope is in honor of my wife, who unfortunately contracted non-smoking lung cancer back in 2007. We began therapy and treatment at the University of Chicago. Great people. And unfortunately for us, the disease had unknowingly advanced much farther than we had anticipated. So in February of 2008, she passed away from non-smoking lung cancer, most specifically non-small cell carcinoma.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Great lady, wonderful. And it was surprising because right away when you think of smoking, you think of lung cancer, you think of smoking. And in her case, she had never smoked her entire life.
Yeah.
And so it really kind of broadsided us. And but we were really determined to try and get her through it. It just was unfortunate. It didn't work out for her. And so we started the foundation because we wanted to keep her memory alive and to try and raise money so that possibly we could find a cure for non-small cell carcinoma and other people wouldn't have to suffer what she suffered through.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's a great memory for her.
Absolutely.
A great memorial to her.
Thank you.
Kelly, talk a little bit about the research that is going on at the University of Chicago Medicine that Dr. McArdle and his foundation are helping to support.
Thank you. So thanks to Dr. McArdle and his foundation, who have supported us now for many years. We have made really great progress in lung cancer, and particularly the non-smoking type, which is on the rise, actually, in women in particular.
Okay.
So the American Society for Clinical Oncology meeting, ASCO, was in Chicago earlier this month. And the big news in the cancer world is immunotherapy, which is using your body's, you take a drug and it conditions your body to fight cancer in the way that we fight the flu and kick it out of our bodies. So it's really exciting because it promises a durable response. Once you train the body to do this and kick out the cancer, you can do that for a long period of time. The challenge is it doesn't work in everybody. And so our goal at the University of Chicago is to figure out in diseases like non-small cell lung cancers how to make the percentage of people for whom it works much greater. So starting in August, we'll be running a clinical trial in patients to help understand the role of radiation in helping the body kind of prime the pump so that people's immune systems are better ready to receive immunotherapies and then to respond to them, hopefully increasing the share of people who do really well.
Well, that sounds like that sounds like an amazing breakthrough and very exciting news.
We're
right?
very excited.
Yeah.
It works in a minority, so 20 to 30% of patients. We think we can really kick that number up. And so the importance of Dr. McArdle's and the Jannie's Hope support is in doing the lab research that goes alongside the clinical trial to understand why it works in you, why it doesn't work in someone else, and really the why, the mechanisms that drive that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And adjunctively, I might comment that, as Kelly said at the beginning, the number of non-smoking lung cancers is on the rise. Adjunctively to that, what few people realize is that more women die from lung cancer than breast cancer, and more men die from lung cancer than prostate cancer. So cancer is so pervasive. And lung cancer, all total, both smoking and non-smoking, is the largest cancer killer of all. In our case, we're dealing with non-smoking lung cancer because those people, for them, they haven't really done anything to put themselves in jeopardy.
Sure.
And so we want to try and find a way to minimize that impact. And as Kelly said, maybe one of these days, we'd be able to treat almost the majority of people with this type of therapy.
And find a cure. And why University of Chicago Medicine?
Well, Jan did most of her treatment was there. In fact, all of her treatment was there, and she just found the compassion and the caring, from the staff and the doctors there, even though it didn't work out for her, she was very moved by what everyone was trying to do, and as we all were. And so we felt kind of bonded to some of the oncologists there. And so when we decided to start the foundation, we decided to reach out to them and have made several grants to some of the work there.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Great people.
Obviously, we can see that. Callie, talk a little bit about the role that philanthropy plays in trying to move the research along.
That's a great question. So academic centers like the University of Chicago Medicine, the doctors who treat patients like Jannie, are also the scientists in the lab asking the questions about how to move the cure forward. So philanthropy like this, and we have more to go to fund this project fully, will help the scientists understand what's working and what's not working, and to apply it not just to lung cancer, but really broadly any disease where immunotherapy shows promise.
Okay, it's exciting work that you're trying to do, and I know, George, you've been at this a long time. You have been working on this for 9 years. What's your hope for the future? What's your goal? I know you've done a lot of work to raise awareness, but what's your hope and goal?
Well, our hope, as Callie said, I think is we'd like to eradicate cancer of all types, and certainly in our case, lung cancer, and most specifically non-smoking. And the work that's being done at the University of Chicago is really narrowing in and making great strides. It's amazing. We have a little ways to go yet in terms of funding this project. We've already raised, I think, about $50,000 of the $150,000 it'll take. But we'll keep working at it until it gets done. And then we're hoping, as Callie pointed out, that every year the number of people who can be treated and helped, the survival rate will go up. And eventually, hopefully, we'll get it to 0. And so the survival rate will be 100%, and there'll be 0 people dying from non-smoking lung cancer.
That's
and
a
if
goal
people will stop smoking, maybe we eliminate lung cancer altogether.
Let's put us out of work, right?
That's right.
The goal.
Good to be unemployed in that way, right?
That's right.
I think that's a wonderful gift, and I'm sure that Jannie, if she were here today, would be super thrilled to know that that's how you're honoring her. And I wish you guys all the best of luck at the University of Chicago Medicine. Keep going. I know a lot of people are really anxious for your work to be successful. If you would like to learn more about the important work Jannie's Hope is doing to fund research to find a cure for non-smoking lung cancer, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break for a few short messages, but don't go away. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.